Welcome to TTX Talks. I'm Nate Petrie, VP of Sales here at TTX. Today, we're doing a Zoom call, so this is a little bit unique for TTX Talks, but we're very excited to have Ryan Cummins from Chagrin Valley Engineering. He's a partner at the firm, so thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Well, we'll get right into it, and I'm curious to share with the audience how you came to find out about TTX and partner with us.
When we got started on our own, we brought you guys in just for the phone system before we were even had email addresses. I mean, working on PCs, but there was no email at the time. This was the early 90s, mid 90s. So yeah, I think you guys have been handling our phone stuff ever since.
Well, Ryan, we started off with a voice relationship with a phone system, and we've grown that tremendously over the last 4, 5, 6 years to being a full managed services company. What were the reasons for your organization that led you to make that change and give us more responsibility with your business?
Well, it was really a function of our business growing. We started out with just a handful of guys with this company, and having individual PCs on people's desks, back in the mid 1990s. And as the PCs got more complex, and networking, and then email and servers and printers and plotters, initially I did pretty much all the IT for us when it was just PCs on desks, and did a lot as we were growing. But we had all sorts of scenarios where friends of mine who were in full-time in the IT business would come and help me on the weekend do things, or we had just a consultant that we would pay a few hours if something broke, like you said. We did finally get into a kind of a managed service scenario with another company who were supplying our PCs at the time, and that really started to see the benefit of the managed service. We're engineers, we're dealing with roads and sewers and the like, and so on the IT side, that I saw the benefit of having that type of technical expertise and relationship around. For many reasons, that company decided to get out of the managed service business, and I think we were talking with TTX about phone systems about that same time, as we had been doing for many years, because you guys have maintained our phone system, and it came out of the conversation that was something that you guys were starting to provide or could provide. Mm-hmm. And so we said, yeah, you've been great with the phone, so let's give it a try. And it's been nothing but positive since, and that's probably been 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. And we've done a lot of projects. We've migrated you guys to O365 too, I believe, correct?
Yeah. We thankfully, didn't have a crystal ball, but we made that move about a year to a year and a half before COVID pandemic came along, and thank God we did, because it when during the shutdown of the pandemic, being already in Office 365 and people understanding how they could still work and be familiar with where things are and the like, it really saved us. But yeah, you guys helped us make that transition, and helped us a little bit with some training with it, and so that turned out very well.
Yeah, good. Has there been any expectations that we've succeeded with you guys, like gone above and beyond at all? Or
one specific example is we got hit with a ransomware, attack, and you guys were all over it instantaneously, and really, we were still down for a couple days, but it was much better than it could have been. So
didn't have to pay the rent.
Definitely appreciate that.
Well, one thing that we want to do, our vision, as I'm sure you're aware with events and conversations that we've had, is to be the most trusted partner in our space. And we have 4 C's that relate to that. One of the ones that I love is consistency as part of being the most trusted partner. Have you found that we're consistent, from everyone that you deal with?
Yeah, no, it's been very consistent from the ticket system to response to those tickets to implementing the larger projects when those come along. I think consistent's a good word.
Good. Well, we strive for that. It's nice that you mentioned the ticketing system and our response to that. We're trying to make technology as human as possible, and being a business leader like yourself, dealing with us from a technical standpoint, it's nice for our guys to be able to communicate the way that you want to be communicated to, right?
Yeah.
And you do a great job. I thank you for all the bright gauge responses, the smile back responses that you give to us. Those quick dialogue boxes, that really helps our guys understand that they're doing a good job too. So appreciate that positive feedback. Well, I thank you for your time today. I appreciate it so much, sharing with me and, furthermore to the marketplace on how you cherish and trust TTX. And that's what we long for the marketplace in general, is the relationships like we have with Ryan, who the business relationship's great. We do good work, as you've alluded to, but we also have a good personal relationship too when we get time to spend together from time to time. So thanks for everything, Ryan.
No problem. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Keep it up.
Talk to you soon. See you next time on TTX Talks.